Guys, welcome to part 1 of a complete Act 6 walkthrough. We're going to be doing this solo, offline on no hope difficulty, and we're going to be doing it with a melee build, and I'll be showing you all the tips and tricks that I learned on each chapter of Act 6 on this very torturous journey of completing no hope. Alright, first up, this is me failing the first chapter of Act 6 and losing my only continue, and I'm going to continue the run with 0 continues, because why not? These were the corruption cards that were in play for this failed run, and which will continue into the next run. This is the melee deck that I'm using to do all the chapters in this Act 6 run. See the link in the description or the link in the pop-up that's just appeared for a video that goes into detail on this build, what all the cards do, how to farm the cards, and how to farm the supply points you need in order to buy the cards, and all sorts of other generally useful stuff. This new corruption card is going to get stacked on top of the other cards for the second attempt. Now, a couple of important setup details. I am using Charisse because it's the melee build, and I really want her team bolstered health, team trauma resistance, and armor generation. But in addition to that, you can see I have Tala as one of my bots and Prophet Dan as one of my bots. For your run, I would strongly recommend that you at least get Prophet Dan as one of your bots. If you don't get him, then restart the run. The reason we want Prophet Dan is we're going to abuse some of his revive abilities to get us some buffs. And the reason we want Tala is because I want to find Jeff's whistle. Now, obviously, if you don't have the DLCs, then you won't have access to Tala or Prophet Dan. Just do what you can. I always look at the weapon attachments for the melee weapon, and I'm going to buy the tactical grip because it gives me 15% attack speed with melee. Since this is a second attempt at this run, I've gotten more copper to start with, and I'm going to buy the offensive slot upgrade, as well as the team health and team stamina. I am going to be using smoke grenades at the end of this chapter, so I'm going to buy 2 of them and fill up my offensive slots. Step 1 is just to get on that minigun and clear out as much as the area you can before you actually have to go up there and start meleeing. One of the corruption cards we had here is the continual loss of health unless we eat all the time. So in this particular run, I'm going to be on the lookout for food items all the time. So again, this is a melee build, so we're just going to take it slow. We're going to let the bots do as much damage as they can at range with their guns. One of our deck cards was down in front, so we're going to stay crouched so that we don't give or take any friendly fire. So this melee deck generates stamina and healing for us when we get kills and swing that axe. And we get even more healing if it's a mutation, so a red outlined enemy. Okay, so we're going to plant the bomb in these houses just in a clockwise direction. So I'm going to start here and move clockwise around the property. Once you break through the door, I generally just move to the left so the bots can shoot in and just keep swinging. Go plant the bomb, then plunder the house. Again, I have way more food items than you probably will in your run because of that ravenous corruption card. Okay, on to the next house, same thing. Plant the bomb, plunder the house. I don't already have this attachment on the axe, so I'm going to take it as it gives me 10% move speed.
Now that's over with, we can continue.
Again, we're just moving clockwise around the property. There will be periods in these videos where the action on screen is fairly repetitive. You know what's happening and you know what's coming. So we'll be speeding these up a little bit until we get past those areas or until something interesting happens. Okay, we've planted all the bombs. Now it's time to ring that bell and call the horde. I never really found a really good place to stand while the horde's coming, so just sort of stand in this area and keep swinging the axe. That's the best advice I can give you, is just keep swinging. If you're unsure about what to do, crouch and swing the axe. You can't go too far wrong. If you do get knocked back by a larger enemy, then just remember to get back into crouch to avoid you damaging your bot allies if they get too close. You'll often see me rush up to a mutated enemy, the ones outlined in red, because again, when I kill those, I get slightly more healing out of it. I'm pretty sure most of the time I take more damage when I'm doing that, so I'm not entirely sure it was worth it, but that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, we're done with the horde, so we're going to head to the next area, the trail to town. So I did spend a little bit of money and heal myself at the first aid cabinet there, as well as pinging it so that the bots healed themselves as well.
I can fix this. Move it or lose it.
So again, we just move forward slowly, keep crouched, let the bots do their thing.
You should be making your way to their headquarters. That's where they're broadcasting their messages. I need you to get down there and flatten the place. Oh, while you're at it, keep an eye out for Tala's brother, Derek. You should know what he looks like. He was the one that saved your asses back at the prison.
If you can get a quick ping on the snipers, then the bots will normally take care of them for you.
Yeah, he was captured after he helped you guys escape. I tried to free him, but there was just too many of them. I would have told you.
I'm doing nothing fancy here. My goal is just get to town as quickly and as safely as we can, so I'm not deviating from the path. You probably will get some sort of boss on this trail piece. I got a hag. My best advice is just, again, stay crouched, keep swinging that axe, and let the bots do their thing.
These people, they're completely brainwashed. Leftovers. I'll take that. I'll be taking that. Nothing I haven't dealt with before. Should take advantage of this first aid cabinet when you can. Would you look at that? No sweat. Looks like the general store's their headquarters.
Again, I'm just pinging that sniper so the bots know what to do. I'd like to say I intentionally ran into that bear trap to show the bots where it was, but I think we both know what really happened.
Getting a little too close for comfort here.
From this point on is where the real danger in this map is, because as you probably know, an ogre is going to spawn and we need to do some things in a specific order on a certain path. So we plant this bomb, and then that gate's going to slowly open, and I'm just going to get in crouch, get right up close, and start swinging. So we can move a little bit around in this area and not spawn the ogre, so I'm going to move around a little bit and collect some things. Okay, so here's the path you want to follow. We're going to plant the bomb at the gate first, and then the bomb at the lighthouse second, and then follow a specific path back. So we're going to jump down over this chain link fence and throw a smoke grenade so we can safely plant this bomb. This is going to spawn the ogre, so now we're on a fairly tight schedule. We want to get to the lighthouse and plant this bomb as soon as we can. So whatever you do, avoid at all costs that ogre. He'll insta-kill you and your team. We're going to head back to the starting point of this area, not the gate. Now obviously standing in a bear trap while being chased by the ogre is a spectacularly stupid thing to do. But even though I step in this bear trap, we still exit this level okay, which gives you some idea about the value of using this path. Okay, out of the bear trap, up on the crates, across the balcony, back down across the chain link fence, and out through the gate. And at this point, you are just running as fast as you can. No, I should be swinging the melee weapon because with this melee build, I can regenerate stamina. But again, I'm an idiot and I forget. So just keep running and swing if you need to, if you're getting attacked. And then jump on that boat. And there you have it, guys. Chapter 1 of Act 6 completed. No hope difficulty with a melee build. Alright, we'll see you in the next one for Chapter 2 of Act 6.